You need to understand peaking and how peaking affects character development. Like, it's so important when it comes to dating, especially in your early years, 19, 20, 21, to understand the type of girl that you're dealing with. And there's certain types of girls that are much more difficult to handle, and there are types of girls that are easier to handle. The more difficult ones would be, like, let's say, the girls who peak like in high school, those type of girls who by the time they're 16, 17, they were hot, or 15 even at most sometimes. But those girls, the problem with them is that if you're hot in your early years, if you're hot in high school, all the guys outside of high school, all the guys around you, all the guys in high school, they're going to be pulling at you, wanting to get a bite at you, wanting to eat at you, wanting to get a piece of you. So they're going to be guys dogging her down. And because she's so young and majority of the time she's so dumb, she's just going to be clocking up mileage, clocking up mileage, clocking up mileage. By the time she comes out of high school and she's 22, 23, those would be those type of hot girls, those hot girls who are like 20 years old, 21, 20 years old, who are just cutthroat, like who you don't understand what made them want to do things and be in such mature places and play with such big boys and play in such crazy areas. But that's because they started their campaign young. Like, girls who peaked in high school started their campaign while you were still playing FIFA and wada. They were already full-time in their campaign, going on dates, getting child, wada. They were busy, they were up. So obviously by the time you guys are 20, she's 20, you 20, you're still young in the game, you're still fresh in the game because you're a guy. Obviously, no one really wants to chow guys that much. When you approach her, she's ice cold. You have my money? No, you don't have money? Gone. Because for her, she started her campaign at a young age. She's been at war since she was 15, 16 years old. She was already getting attention. She's already gone through the circle. She doesn't want to see anymore. She's at bitter mode already. She's just been in the game too long. And one thing about the game, you'll understand this for a fact, is that the world is not a nice place, guys. This is not a place where, people are good. For me, I personally believe that every second to third person is going to hurt you. Every second to third person you meet, you bring close to you, you're friends with, is going to hurt you. So if you date six times, 7 times, 8 times, most of the time, 6 of those 8 times, 7 of those 10 times, you're probably going to get hurt. And if you get hurt 7 times out of 10 times, it's gonna do something to you. Like, I don't care what you say. Oh, I'm fine. You're not fine. You are not fine. You are hurt. And even if you heal, there's still something about what happened in that situation that you're not gonna tolerate anymore in the future, and therefore you're hurt. Like, you're hurt. Fortunately for me, that's just my personal reason why I don't necessarily like dating girls with a lot of mileage, because I know that if you've been dating a lot, most of the time you have a lot more trauma, and the more trauma you have, the more difficult it's going to be for me to be in a relationship with you, because every second day we're going to be dealing with, oh, it's your insecurities from your last boyfriend who didn't do that. Oh, your last boyfriend used to pee on the toilet seat, so every time I'm leaving the bathroom you say I must clean up, and I'm like, I didn't even do nothing yet. I haven't even been here yet, but I'm already paying for some of the brewer's sins. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, I don't really necessarily like to go with girls that have a lot of mileage. Like, I'm not the type where I'm looking for the girls that peak in high school. So for me, high school peakers, not for me necessarily, not for me.